The UN Secretary-General António Guterres has arrived in Haiti to assess the dire humanitarian situation there. UNICEF estimates that half of the population, which is around 5 million people, are in urgent need of aid, with children the most affected. The Caribbean country has been suffering from gang violence and an economic crisis. Many Haitians have been displaced in the past few years. Let's go live now to our diplomatic editor, James Bays, who's at the United Nations in New York. Hello there, James. What more can you tell us about the Secretary-General's trip?
Well, they were keeping this trip under wraps until he arrived. He arrived just under 2 hours ago, although the news had already actually leaked in Haiti. He is the highest level visitor to Haiti for some considerable time because of the security situation. And obviously there's very high security surrounding his visit. We know that he's going to meet the Prime Minister, Ariel Henry, during his visit to Haiti. Interesting to note, it's nearly 2 years since his predecessor was assassinated. The situation in Haiti had been bad then. It's got much worse since, with much of Haiti under the control of gangs. The Secretary-General has repeatedly said that there needs to be an international police force sent, not a UN force, but a force by a coalition of countries. The trouble is no country has come forward to say that it's prepared to lead such a force. The US certainly said it wouldn't. The US has a difficult history in Haiti. Canada was looked at, I think, by the United Nations. They have been reluctant to lead such a force. So for now, the violence continues on the ground and the gangs retain in control of the situation on the ground. How bad is it? Well, I've been speaking to the executive director of UNICEF, Catherine Russel. She was in Haiti a week ago and has been briefing the Secretary-General before his trip.
It's terrible, actually. It was kind of shockingly bad. And I, had read everything, and I knew how difficult the situation was. I knew that children were suffering there from malnutrition and other things. But the violence was palpable there. And I think that it's a terrible place right now for children. And the security situation is something that we all should be worried about.
As we speak, the Secretary-General of the UN, very tight security, but he's on the ground in Haiti. What do you think he can achieve, and what did you tell him before he went there?
I think the most important thing he can achieve is bring attention to this problem, because the challenge right now in the world is there are so many things happening, and it's hard to get the bandwidth for people to pay attention. They think Haiti's been a problem for a long time. It's hard to solve the problem. They don't realize just how terrible it is right now, just how violent it is. And when I say violent, I mean there are armed groups around, sort of patrolling around, and now there are vigilante groups reacting to the armed groups. People are being killed, people are being burned. I met women and young girls, a girl who was 11 years old who'd been raped. It is really a terrible, lawless situation, and I think we really, as an international community, need to figure out what to do about it.
You head one of the most important UN agencies, the one that looks after children, but you're also the point person for the humanitarian community, the whole of the humanitarian community on Haiti. So you're a key humanitarian actor. But the problem's not humanitarian, is it? It's security. You're never going to solve the humanitarian situation if you don't solve the security situation.
I think they're certainly linked. As you said, the humanitarian problem is absolutely dreadful, and we're doing our best along with many other actors. I was in Haiti with Cindy McCain, who's the head of the World Food Program. They're trying hard to get food into the country. We're trying hard to respond to the needs of children. But the humanitarian response has to go hand in hand with some effort to get the country to be more stabilized, because it's very difficult for us to even do our work in many of these places. It's dangerous for our people as well. I was in a hospital where the doctor introduced me to a woman who worked there who had been kidnapped and held for ransom, and that is happening all over the place. So it's very difficult to do the work we need to do on the humanitarian side if we don't have a more secure situation.
The Secretary-General believes that the Haitian police can't cope. I don't know if that's your view on the ground, and wants there to be an international force.
Yeah. Let's put it this way. The Haitian police are not coping now. They are not able to cope. And I think I understand the Secretary-General has called for some international force. Clearly there needs to be something. Somebody needs to come in and try to restore some level of security for the people who live there. And I don't think that the Haitian police are going to be able to do that.
As you say, you went to Haiti with Cindy McCain, the new head of the World Food Programme. You are both international civil servants now, but you were both senior US officials. A year ago, you were working in the White House. You know the president very well. And there are those that say the US has a unique role here. The US sees the consequences of what's happening in Haiti with the people coming to the borders, trying to come to the US, but also the US might be part of the cause. Those guns in Haiti, many of them were bought in the United States. Does the US need to do more?
I think the interesting thing is this is in the U.S.'s hemisphere. It's in their backyard. Haiti's in their backyard. There have been many attempts over the years to do better work in Haiti by the United States and others. And I think it has been frustrating for sure. And the country has faced so many challenges, one after the other. I think that the United States is supporting, certainly they support the World Food Program, they support us to do the humanitarian work. But I think it would be helpful to have more assistance on the security side. And you know, obviously the United States has to make their own decision about what they're willing to do and not do. But I do think they, along with some other actors, other leading countries, are going to be the people who I think have to figure out something. There needs to be a better response than there is now.
Let's get back to the people of Haiti and the children. I mean, the children are going to be scarred, are they not, by the things they are seeing and the things that are happening to them?
I think children everywhere face challenges like this. Children are resilient. They can bounce back, but they need support to do that, right? They need to make sure that their mental health is being taken care of, that they're being fed properly, that they get to go to school, that their health is being taken care of. They can, there is hope, right? We know what to do there. We just need more resources to do it, and we need a better situation. We need a better security situation on the ground in order to do our work. And I think then we can move in a better direction. Obviously, the Haitian people, the Haitian government, they have to own the future. The outside can't fix all these problems, but for right now, given how terrible it is, we need to do more to help.
Well, that's the head of UNICEF, Russel, and I think her message is the one you're going to hear echoed by the Secretary-General António Guterres today. They are worried Haiti is becoming a forgotten crisis. The world is not paying enough attention. Let me just tell you the figures for humanitarian response. The UN wants $719 million this year. They've only got 22% of that so far.
All right, thanks so much for the update, James Bays, live for us there outside the United Nations.